I don't know what to seriously think of the Fremantle Dockers sometimes. They have all the list, all the talent in the world. They dominate at home, but then they just don't win important games at times, especially when they get a home final in 2025 and they drop that elimination final, and there goes their season, as they were touted as one of the ones to look out for outside the 8. But with all the talent they've got on the list, there's no saying that they can't put it all together and make it work in 2026 and be a real threat for that flag. So without further ado, let's get into previewing their 2026 season. Yes, guys, welcome back to the Up the Guts channel, and we will be previewing the season of the Fremantle Dockers in 2026. So in 2025, they finished 6th and went out, as I mentioned, the Gold Coast Suns in an elimination final. They have brought a couple of players in, though. So Mason Cox comes in as an SSP after being delisted by the Collingwood Football Club, which is an interesting fact whether they're playing, because they like to have 3 rucks on their list, and losing their other ruckman, his name slips me, but to Carlton, Liam Reid, that's it. Losing him to Carlton, and then they brought in Mason Cox, and they've got him listed as a key forward on the website. But Josh Treacy, Patrick Voss, Giant Mist, I don't think Mason Cox gets a game in that. So is he just extra ruck coverage, or what is he? It's an interesting one, but I am happy for him because as a Collingwood supporter, I love Mason Cox. And the other player that they brought in from another team was Judd McVee from Melbourne. Judd McVee is a really good player, as that started off as a lockdown defender, then became a running defender, someone who used the ball beautifully well, then was developing traits to possibly move up the ground either to a wing or on the midfield. So it'll be interesting to see where Fremantle use him. I expect they use him at half-back, though, and that's just my guess. Now we have a look at their outs, and after 186 games, 3 clubs, James Aish has hung up the boots. What a journey he has had, obviously getting away from 3 clubs. So 2014, 2015, he played 32 games for the Brisbane Lions. Then he was traded to Collingwood, where he played 50 games from 2016 to 2019. Then was traded to Fremantle, where he played from 2020 to 2025. He played 104 games. Could play in multiple positions, could play half-back, really good runner, could play as an inside mid, could play out on the wing. So I thought it was a reasonably good career for James H to hang on and to keep getting opportunities. Obviously had something there, but he has retired at age 30. Number 1, Will Brodie was traded to Port Adelaide. Had that dominant season, I think it was 2021, I want to say, when he was first traded over from the Gold Coast Suns. I think he might have even, if he didn't polled the most votes for Fremantle in the Brownlow, he polled the second most, and we're like, wow, what have Gold Coast Suns missed down here? And yet we haven't really seen him since. So he's an interesting one, and he goes over to Port Adelaide. Nat 5 has retired. What a career Nat 5 has had. 2-time Brownlow medalist. Nat 5's prime is up there with some of the best of this generation, you might say. Hard at it. High-flying marks, was hard to tag because of how well-built he was, and what a career Nat 5 has. I'm sure he'll be loving, it's been articles saying that he's loving farm life, so I'm sure he's loving every second of it up there as well. Quinton Narkles also retired after 3 clubs, Geelong, Port Adelaide and Fremantle. Liam Reid, we mentioned, was traded to Carlton, and a club favourite down there, Michael Sonny Walters, has retired, and what a career Michael Walters has from the half forward, whether it be playing at half forward, whether it be playing in the midfield. He's had an absolute great career and was just getting on with age. So 35 years old, retired at age 34. But let's have a look at some of his accolades. 239 games he pulled on for the Fremantle Dockers from 2009 to 2025. Kicked the 365 goals. Was a 5-time Fremantle leading goal kicker. Was a 2019 All-Australian. Was a 2019 All-Australian. He's since 2019 he became a Fremantle Life member. He was the Indigenous All-Star captain in the 2025 team, and he is in the Fremantle's 25 since 1995 team, so when they first get it. So what a career from Michael Walters, but he has hung up the boots on a great career. Now let's have a look at their list and how they look around the park. All right, so let's have a look at their key defenders. So Hugh Davies, we saw a little bit there. We'll see if he develops a bit more. We saw him at back end. I think their key defenders are pretty good. So I like the. We know what a pivotal player the skipper Alex Pearce is, was criticised or what was thought about why is he being captain, but he showed why he's the definition of blood, sweat and tears and putting the team on the back of his shoulders and just playing for the jumper. As that lockdown key defender, takes the number one forward, absolutely really good role, and pushed forward at one point, kicked that goal to win the game, which was an emotional one for him. If they celebrated the passing of Cam McCarthy down there as well. Well, not celebrated, but remembered the passing of him, I should say. Brendan Cox is another one that I really like and plays that second tall, but also intercept and uses the ball well. And Josh Draper is another one that they really like down there and is only developing as he gets more footy under his belt. Defenders, Heath Chapman's a really good lockdown defender down there. Jordan Clark, was Jordan Clark All-Australian last year? Had an exceptional season, might I say. But was he in the 2025 All-Australian team? Let's have a look. Yes, he was a 2025 All-Australian in the back line. And as I searched it up, the Western Australian posted posted an article 7 days ago that he was actually injected into the midfield in a match simulation match. So that doesn't mean anything, but it's just something they can look there. Obviously, it has that dashing pace off there, and that's the only thing I could criticise him a little bit. While he had an excellent season, I'd love to see him using his legs a bit more off half back because he has dashing pace with those legs. Luke Ryan's the ultimate role player. He has been for many years. We know what he brings. Judd McVie, we mentioned. Cooper Simpson's made a move down to halfback. He's going to try and lock down a spot down there. Didn't quite get there as a midfielder. Saw him play a bit of half forward, but it looks like they're going to try him at halfback. We're showing him a little bit to the back end of the year. Brandon Walker provides that run off the halfback line, so see if he gets a bit there. Jaron Carr's one of their new draftees. Now, their midfield players are so strong. So we'll start with Jay O'Meara, been around the park for a while now, but can still play a really good role. Caleb Serong, one of my favourite players in the competition that is not a Collingwood supporter, hard at it. Just hard at it goes. But also while he's hard at it, finds plenty of the ball. That's key. Andrew Brayshaw is also hard at it, but he adds that bit of class on the outside. Shai Bolton as that midfield impact player, plays forward. You can play him half forward, you can play him in the middle, you can play him one out in the goal square. He's that ultimate impact player that every club loves to have. Jeremy Sharp, I thought, had a good year off that wing, provides plenty of run and metres gained with his kicking. Hayden Young is also listed as a midfielder. He's one that they would love to get his body right because he, like Shai Bolton, is that impact player. We saw him kick more goals as they used him as like half forward and full forward at times. So he's one that they'll hope that he gets his body right because he's one of their most valuable players. Neil Erasmus will be hoping to get some more time at AFL level. Absolutely dominates waffle level. But just can't seem to lock down a regular spot at Fremantle at free AFL level. So he'll be hoping to try and find a spot there. Nathan O'Driscoll is one that they've started to prefer over Neil Erasmus. So he looks like he's locked a spot down there, whether it's as an inside midfielder out on a wing. Corey Wagner's with the back end started playing that tagging role, so he'll either play on that wing or inside as a tagger. And Matthew Johnson they really do like as an inside mid as well. Just the two rucks, but obviously Mason Cox can play as a third ruck as well. But what are two rucks that they have? Sean Darcy and one of the better rucks in the competition purely for his athleticism as well around the ground, Luke Jackson. So they are locked and solid down there in the ruck part. Key forwards, I mentioned, they've also really good. Mason Cox, Patrick Voss, Charlie Nichols, one of their draftees, Giant Mish, Josh Treacy, and another draftee in Aiden Riddle, a draftee. If I have a look here. Sorry, Aiden Riddle and Charlie Nichols aren't draftees, but they're just people we haven't seen at AFL level as of yet. Forward lines, they're pretty good with their small forwards too. Sam Sturt, Tobin Murray, a new draftee. Murphy Reid, we'll touch on him soon. Michael Frederick, a damaging player, electric speed and has a real good goal sense. Sam Switkowski does all the little things that goes unnoticed a little bit if you're watching from far, but if you go back and watch the ratings, he does the tackling pressure, provides the forward pressure, gets the score involved. So he's such an important player down there. And I'm big on Isaiah Dudley. Just has a knack of kicking goals and impacting games when he is injected into the game. So I am big on Isaiah Dudley, as I know a lot of Fremantle fans are as well. Now, my lookout for the Fremantle Dockers is none other than the 2025 Rising Star winner in Murphy Reid. Murphy Reid had an exceptional season, and there is no reason why he can't go to another level in just his second season in 2026. Played the 24 matches and kicked 25 goals, averaging 14.5 disposals. This included 4 goals on debut, and 3 or 4 of them were in the space of about 5 minutes. It was absolutely phenomenal. Could we see him play a bit more of a midfield role this year as well at times? So still playing as a forward, because his knack of not only his goal sense, but his sense to find players with creative kicks is some of the best in the competition. Not just that, but for his age, it's absolutely unbelievable. That can't be taught, that side of the game. The outside kicks, kicking on the outside of the boot, finding someone that no one normally sees, or going for that kick that people would be more nervous to take, and just backing yourself in. And 9 times out of 10, he's hitting them. He's such a creative player, plays with a bit of flair, but was drafted as a midfielder. So do Fremantle start giving him a little bit of midfield time as well, which will be one to look out for. His best game was round 11 v Port Adelaide, where he kicked 4 goals and had 18 disposals. I'm so excited to watch not only 2026, but further on the career of Murphy Reid. Such an exciting player for the Fremantle Dockers. Now, my needs to lift is, when I went back and look at the stats, he didn't have such a poor year as I thought. But there was games where you wouldn't have even noticed he was on the park. And that's Giant Miss. I thought Giant Miss had a poor 2025, and I thought there was times where they could have easily dropped him and just played Patrick Voss and Josh Treacy as the 2 talls. There was no need to play 3 talls, and if he comes in playing that same way in 2026, I don't see a reason why Fremantle would play him. He's just, I understand some would say he's playing a role, but you don't need 3 talls, especially when you've got Sam Switkowski, Shai Bolton, Isaiah Dudley, Michael Frederick, all at the feet. There is no reason why you need 3 talls, and if he's going to put in performances like that, I don't think he will be playing. And so I think he needs, I hope he's having a big preseason, because he needs to come out firing in 2026. He was supposed to be their next big guy, next Pavlich. Josh Treacy is well and truly past him now. So 2026 needs to be a big year for him. 32 goals in 2025. This is compared to in just his second season, where they were saying he is our next guy. He is our next big forward for the next 10 years. In just his second season in 2023, he kicked 41 goals, averaging just under 2 a game. Now he's averaging just over 1 a game. And whereas Josh Treacy is kicking 50s, Patrick Voss, the dancing pony, is running around doing celebrations, bumping into players, kicking 2-3 a game, and absolutely lighting up that forward line. What's Shai Miss doing? Not a lot. Not a lot at all, in my opinion. Best game was round 3 and round 24, rated the same ratings. That's how I do my ratings, guys. I go look at how the AFL rating and how they scored for that round. So round 3, he kicked 4 goals, 1 had 10 disposals, took 6 marks. And in round 24, he kicked 3 goals, 1, 10 disposals, go along with 5 marks. So Giant Miss needs to have a big 2026, or I think you will find he played 24 matches this year, but I don't think he'll be playing all matches in 2026 if he plays the same way. Where do I think the Fremantle will finish in 2026? I think their list, so I'm saying it has to be and should be top 4. They have all the talents in the book. So Luke Jackson through the middle, in the right, phenomenal. Caleb Serong, Andrew Brayshaw, whether it's Hayden Young, whether it's Shai Bolton, whether it's Jager O'Meara, whether it's Nathan O'Driscoll, they are absolutely set for the midfield. Then down back, Alex Pearce, Brendan Cox, Josh Draper is your keys. Heath Chapman, Jordan Clark, Luke Ryan, Judd McVee, Brandon Walker. The list goes on. They're destined for top 4, and that's what their aim should be. If they can't get to top 4, if they don't even make the 8, John Longmuir, they've got to let him go. They need to find someone that will allow them to play attacking play off that half-back line, because that's when they look the most dangerous, is when they are moving the ball at pace off that half-back line, because they've got the players to do it, but they just go stagnant and decide to kick backwards sometimes, which is so frustrating. So the key to them is, I think they'll finish top 4, but only if they decide to move the ball quickly. Well, there you have it, guys. There is my 2026 season preview for the Fremantle Dockers. Thank you guys for listening and watching along. If you are listening to this via Spotify podcast, make sure to leave a like and comment on this episode. Hit that follow button. Turn the notification bell on so you're notified whenever we upload. Share this off to a fellow Freo supporter or someone who's just itching for the footy season to be back. And please, guys, remember to leave a 5-star rating, as that does help push the show out there. But if you were sitting here watching this on YouTube, which I do recommend because with all the putting up all the players in there, I do recommend this being a YouTube watch video, as it's a shorter watch, but you can listen to this via Spotify podcast, which is why I have that available there. But if you are watching this on YouTube, make sure to leave a like and comment on this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn the notification bell so you're notified whenever we upload. Thank you guys for watching and listening along, and until next time, I'll see you guys then.